Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Born and dead, saved by love. Count my blessings from above. Though in darkness, have no fear. Light will shine on those holding near. They know that sorrow they will pass. For I know in this life there will be something. But remember that love, yes it will. Love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign. Yeah. In my heart, I believe it. Love will reign. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have a vision, it's clear and plain. People living life, smiling again. Oh, see the children, they know no pain. Far from pressure, stress and strain. Oh, sorrow, they will pass. For I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But remember that love, yes it will. I know. Yeah. Love will reign. Gotta believe it. In my heart, I truly believe. Sun will shine again, and love, I can hardly wait. We'll all be together. There'll be peace, peace, sweet peace, happiness and joy forever. Oh, yeah. One day, someday, pain will be over and love will reign. They won't last, for I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But in the end, love will reign. Yeah.
Love will reign. I am excited to be here. I'm Marcus Holmes, the love activist, and I hope that whether you're watching us here live on Facebook, from the Love and Stuff community page, or any of the love groups connected, the Marcus R. Holmes page, whether you're on TikTok, whether you are on Twitch or Twitter or YouTube events or Instagram, I hope you will take a moment and click share. Tag 5 of your closest friends, subscribers, connections, or followers, 5 of the more popular ones, to join us in tonight's discussion, which I think you will really appreciate. And I hope that the year is going well for you and you are positioned to thrive in 2025. Come on, let's let love thrive in 2025. So whether you're watching us, Karen Poole, happy belated birthday, Joanne Ingram, Sandra D, happy belated birthday. All of you, I hope that you will click share right now. I've pinned the topic in most places. I'm going to try to pin it in a few other places. And listen, you may also have a chance to win a ticket to a Galentine celebration here locally in Detroit if you're in the area, and many other great opportunities. It's Love and Stuff Live. So click share and tag someone to join us right now in Love and Stuff Live. Listen, we appreciate all of you jumping in the inbox, sharing your feedback, sharing content, sharing ideas. We're here for it all. So, whichever platform you're on, you can drop in the inbox any topic ideas that you want to be broached in Love and Stuff. And hey, listen, you don't have to attach your name. We will maintain your anonymity if you want us to talk about your topic without putting a face and a name to it. We're happy to do that. And we've done that the entire span of our time in the Love and Stuff community, which is a great community. If you're following us on Facebook, hooray. If you're on any of these other platforms, dip over to Facebook and hit that notification bell. It will ensure that you're notified anytime an event is happening. And you can also join our Inside of Love and Stuff group, which is a group that's working on self-care. We believe that self-care is simply your love and your gratefulness speaking to your worthiness. So we're on a 12-month continuous journey to improve our care for selves. You only get one self. You ought to love it and care for it. You know, here in Love and Stuff, we talk about the quintessential love, God, who loves us and is love and wills us to love him with all that we have and our neighbors as ourselves. So that self-love is always a focus for us, because the better that we're loving ourselves, the better we can love others. And so I want you to be a part of an amazing community with amazing people. And all you have to do is click that notification button. Thank you for joining us across platforms. Hot Tea, thank you for joining us on TikTok. And those of you that are across all platforms, drop a hello in the comments, just like Sandra D did on Facebook, just to let me know you're tracking with me and tell me where you are around the world. We would love to connect with you and to hear how your journey is going. Well, I want to delve into the topic because this is a great topic in this season. Of course, we're going into Valentine's Day, right? And everybody wants some kind of love, amorous love or amorous love around Valentine's Day, right? But I think that love has to be a function, an expression, an outpouring of the love that you have for yourself. So, as the love activist, not a loveologist, not a love guru, not a psychologist, I'm advocating for a better love for you and me. I want to make sure that you see yourself as the beautiful creation that God has made you to be first, and then you can be pursued or pursue the kind of relationship that you deserve. Thanks for joining us, Paul Smith, on TikTok. We're live and loving stuff. I hope you will click share and tag 5 of your closest friends, 5 of your closest followers, connections, subscribers, whether you're on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. I want you to start clicking share right now as we go into the topic, which I do have pinned on some platforms. And I'm going to see if I can pin it right here. Oh, it's pinned there. All right. Hello, Karen Poole. So great to see you. All right. Love, love, love. So here's from the inbox. She says, "Hey, love, I need some real talk because I'm starting to think my size is the reason my dating life is trash. I'm 32, educated, making 6 figures, and honestly, I'm fine as hell. I don't struggle to meet men. If anything, I get attention everywhere I go. But here's the problem: it never goes anywhere. I'll date a guy, and after a few weeks, sometimes after sex, I appreciate her being so candid. Sometimes not. They either friend zone me or disappear. I keep hearing, it's not you, it's me. But at this point, the math ain't mathing. Is it my confidence? Am I moving too fast? Or is it that deep down, men just don't take plus size women seriously for real commitment? I love my curves, but I'm starting to wonder if they're working against me. What's up with this pattern? I need answers. And so I do want to hear from you. I can share this much about this lovely young lady. She's beautiful. She's seems to be beautiful inside. I don't know her to say that she's beautiful inside, but I believe she is. But beautiful, strikingly beautiful, I might add, externally. She is a plus size woman. She did share her plus size. She says 20 something ladies. So I asked her about that because at first I'm like, okay, don't just assume, even though I had sisters. She's her dress size is in the 20s, she said, and she feels comfortable with her weight, which was one of the first things that I wanted to talk to her about. Are you healthy? Do you feel healthy? Do you have a goal of being slimmer? Do you think that would do anything for you? She feels that she's healthy. She feels that she's comfortable with her weight. This isn't new weight. This isn't baby weight. A weight that she's gained because of emotional eating, she says. But she says that she feels comfortable in her skin. But she can't seem to understand why there are guys that are out here who don't seem to be for the long term. So I want to hear from you, but I've got some things that I've gathered from a couple of places, marriage.com, um, uh, Love Lingo Lab, The Living Relationship, which is a great resource I like, and Dating for Today's Man, a couple of places that I got information from. And they offer some research based tips that I think are good that I want to share with you and that I want to get your feedback on that I shared with her and I hope will be helpful both for her and for you. So click share and tag someone to join us right now. Um, and just before we lean further into this topic, I want you to know there is a Galentine event that's coming up on the 15th, which is the day after Valentine's, because Valentine's is on a Friday. And I want to tell you a little bit more about that. But before I do, I want to just um, highlight one of our partners here, which is June Rochelle Eaton, who is the owner of DetroitCouture.com. And ladies, this is definitely a a site that you want to go to. It's more than a site, it's a beauty stop. It will help to boost your beauty and help you feel and look amazing.
Hi,
It's
my name is June Rochelle, and I
DetroitCouture.com. I want
own
to
Detroit
make sure
Couture.
that
We are a fashion forward women's boutique, and we offer friendly sizes from small all the way up to 3X women's sizes, very generously fit, very great quality. I actually have on one of our pieces today. It's called the Cuffed Up. It's in gray, burgundy, and black and olive, and it actually has a lot of stretch and give. So listen, in this time, we try to make sure that first of all, it's quality and customer service that we offer our clients. And I'm so glad to have this opportunity to share with you. So go and visit us at DetroitCouture.com.
DetroitCouture.com. Thank you, June. Thank you for your partnership. And we'll be talking a little bit more about a special Galentine celebration that June is hosting along with the Glam Doctor. And you may get a chance to win a ticket to this Galentine. So stay tuned for that. We're talking from the inbox today. We know that it's Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, or Black 365, but you'll be hearing more Black History moments throughout the month. But I want to just read the topic and then go directly into it. Thank you, Bessie Bickham, for joining us on TikTok. Leandra Weaver Scott, thank you so much for joining us on Facebook. I hope you will click, share, and tag 5 of your closest Facebook friends, connections, subscribers, or followers. 5 of the more popular ones across YouTube events, Twitch TV, Instagram, and TikTok to join us in this conversation. She writes from the inbox, "Hey, love, I need some real talk because I'm starting to think my size is the reason my dating life is trash," she says. I'm 32, educated, making six figures, and honestly, I'm fine as hell. I don't struggle to meet men. If anything, I get attention everywhere I go. But here's the problem, it never goes anywhere. I'll date a guy, and after a few weeks, sometimes after sex, sometimes not, they either friend zone me or disappear. I keep hearing, it's not you, it's me. But at this point, the math ain't mathing. Is it my confidence? Am I moving too fast? Or is it that deep down, men just don't take plus size women seriously for real commitment? I love my curves, but I'm starting to wonder if they're working against me. What's up with this pattern? I need answers. And so I wanted to provide some suggestions. Hi, Mimi from TikTok. I hope you will click, share, and tag someone as we talk from the inbox. Welcome to Love and Stuff. So there are four, and again, the sources for many of these are from the living relationship. Some are from marriage.com, from Today's Man, and the Love Lingo Lab. Dating for Today's Man, the Love Lingo Lab, marriage.com, and the living relationship. I'm sorry. I knew I had misquoted. All right. And so one of the things that could be at play here is that your confidence might be confusing them. Okay. Believe it or not, there are some men that are intimidated by a plus size woman who owns her beauty and success. Some men are intimidated. So they may be attracted to you, but not ready for what you bring to the table. So if you're exuding this alpha energy while they're insecure about their own worth, they may opt out before it gets too deep. Sometimes there are men that are overwhelmed by a plus size woman, sometimes women in general, a plus size woman who is confident, who does own her space and beauty. It is intimidating for some men. In their mind, they're saying, can I handle all that she brings? And not just physically, but that confidence that you exude, that alpha energy that you exude. So, do you lead with that? You might ask yourself, if this is just me, could it be landing on people that's overbearing? You have good girlfriends and you might have some male friends. Ask them, maybe, how does your confidence land on them? You might learn a little bit from them as to whether or not you're coming off more intimidating than you should. Okay. So it's not that you heard from the inbox, it's not that she's not getting man. They're like, whoa. And that whoa might not be because of size. It could be because of stature. It could be because of confidence. It could be because you work so hard to be comfortable in your skin that everybody is intimidated about that comfortableness, especially if they're not comfortable in their own skin. So that might be something good. You might want to repel somebody who's not yet comfortable in their skin because they won't be able to handle you and all of your comfortableness, voluptuousness, being comfortable in your skin. Karen is saying very much so. Number two, okay, some men fetish size, if I may, but won't prioritize. Okay, all right, let's keep it a buck. There are men who love the look of a plus size queen, but never see her as wifey material. They want the curves, all of them, the vibes, the softness, but when it comes to longevity, they're already boxed you in for fun category. This is why boundaries in early dating are critical to determine, are you a fetish? Are you a desire? Oh, let me get me a BBW. Let me get me a plus size woman. Is that a fetish? And they fetishize you instead of prioritizing you. There are some men who will play all day, lay all day, if you will, and women, want to be fair, but they're not going to prioritize it as what they have envisioned or pictured as wife. And that's something that you learn, I think you can begin to learn early on. Karen is saying, hello, thank you for joining us on TikTok. Karen is saying on Facebook, they may think you're going to run out of confidence. And when you don't, they leave. That's good. That's good. Because they're expecting to be able to get over on you, Karen. Is that maybe a part of what you're saying? They think, okay, I'll just wear her down. And after a while, I get what I get. That could be. And that could be a part of that fetishize, I'm saying. But they won't prioritize, right? Okay. So number one was your confidence might be confusing them. You spent all this time building up your confidence, building up your gravitas, building up your presence. And it's overwhelming to someone who, one, isn't used to that alpha energy in a woman, because it might take that alpha energy for you to be who you are, to have become who you are. And two, if they're insecure in their own self, their own worth, they may opt out before it gets too deep. Of course, number two is some men fetishize, but won't prioritize. Okay? They love the look, and ladies, they love the feel. They love the smell, they love the touch. Chef's kiss, right? But when it comes to keeping that apron on and making it a house into a home, they don't look at it as prioritizing for longevity. They have you in the fun girl, big girls have fun category. And that's why boundaries early on are crucial. All right. Before I move to number three, I just want to double back and share with you another one of our partners in the Love and Stuff community, Christina Smith, who has her own company, Powerful Money Tools, LLC. She's helped a number of women get their financial footing together. And I just want to share briefly for Powerful
Welcome to
Money
Powerful
Tools,
Money
LLC.
Tools, LLC. At Powerful Money Tools, we are here to prepare for your future. We want to talk about financial freedom. Financial freedom is budgeting, credit building, and also financial education. So once again, welcome to Powerful Money Tools, LLC. We can't wait to help you in your financial future.
Powerful Money Tools LLC. I'm telling you, they've been helping women here in the Love and Stuff community get on their feet. Women, if you are recovering from a divorce, you are recovering from a bankruptcy, you're recovering from a layoff, you're recovering just from some bad business moves and decisions, that's okay. Give yourself grace. If you heard Dr. V earlier, she was telling you, have grace for yourself. And then get your financial house in order, get your financial footing. And if you need help doing that, Christina, the money coach, will help you do that. We're grateful for her partnership as well. And we hope that you will reach out to Powerful Money Tools, LLC. They can't wait to help you in your financial future across all these platforms. She's Powerful Money Tools, LLC. Thank you, Christina Smith, for your partnership. Leroy Hurd Jr. has joined us. Thank you so much. Karen says confidence can sometimes be viewed as your representative. And if they have confidence issues themselves, your confidence will put them in their feelings. I think that's absolutely correct. I'm going to highlight that really quickly so that you can see it across platforms. Make sure that you're able to see it. All right, good. Looks like we're able to see it everywhere. I'm looking at TikTok. There it is. All right. Excellent comment. Thank you for that. I hope you will click share, tag 5 of your closest connections, subscribers, followers, or friends, whichever platform you're on, joining us in this discussion. Whether or not plus size gets in the way of your relationship going to the next level. And the inbox topic is pinned there as well. So we're giving some tips from a couple of different resources. You're welcome to check out those resources. Marriage.com, Love Lingo Lab, and The Living Relationship are the top 3 that we're talking from. And here is point number 3. You might be overcompensating. Okay. Many women may feel conditioned or may have been conditioned, plus size women, to feel that they need to be the best in every way to keep a man's attention. They may overgive, overplease, over compromise. If you're doing too much too soon, you may be giving off, I need to prove I'm worthy energy instead of, I know I am worthy energy. This is big, no pun intended, because the way that we show up, the way our essence, our spirit shows up, can draw or drive people. It reveals to people what we're really thinking about ourselves, what we have embraced as our self-identity against the backdrop of the world. So if you are giving, I've got to prove that I'm beautiful. I got to prove that I'm smart. I got to prove that I'm classy. I got to prove that I'm fill in the blank. You could be over giving. You could be over pleasing. You could be over compromising, which can send a signal to some men that you don't know your worth and you're trying to prove it. And guess what? A man that is up to no good in the neighborhood might take advantage of that, or you may teach him how to treat you, that it is expected that you will overplease, that he can undergive, he can underplease, he can undercompromise. Really big one for me. You might be overcompensating. And overcompensating could be you're giving more gifts, you're paying for dinner, you're letting them spend the night, you're putting gas in his car, you're cooking his meals, you're ironing his clothes, you're taking his clothes to the cleaners. That could be overgiving. Over pleasing, you could be performing different things that he likes that you don't like, going above and beyond after a short time in dating. You could be over pleasing. You could be over compromising your values, your morals. So it's important early on that you fairly compensate, that you operate from a place of reciprocity and set boundaries and limits of what would be done. Now, that's going to depend on your personality. Some people are forthright, and you're going to set a higher boundary about what is appropriate and isn't at which stage in the relationship. Some people are going to lob it subtly, right? So that it's sweet. It's a bitter pill, but it's sweet. No, sir, we're not going to do this, or we can't do that, or I'm not doing this. I think it's early for me to be cooking you dinner, or I think it's early for me to be washing your clothes. Some women will say, I don't know what you're coming over here with that bag for, but you got to do it in your own authentic self, because you have to stand up in the truth of who you are so that it renders as authentic, right? You don't want to have to put on that you are a toughie and you're really a softie. A softie can lob a ball that strikes somebody out just like someone that's hard, right? If you're deciding in your mind, I'm not going to wash his clothes, and he's like, hey, I'm over there, can I wash my clothes? Saying, no, I prefer that you don't do that. Oh, well, I'm just coming over. No, I don't have any washing powder. And yeah. Oh, well, I'll get some. We can share it. No, I'd like to keep that kind of thing separate. You understand, right? You can, a soft answer turneth away wrath. So you can offer a soft answer to set firm boundaries. That's number 3. You might be overcompensating. Thank you for joining us, Clouds, on TikTok. Thank you so much. Click share and tag someone to join us. And number 4, your picker might be broken. This comes from the living relationship, excuse me. Sometimes we attract who we believe we deserve. Are you subconsciously choosing men who see you as temporary? If your dating history is a pattern of men who struggle with commitment, who avoid vulnerability, or who only seek convenience, it might be time to shift your standards and not necessarily your weight. You attract who you believe you deserve. Who you believe you deserve. Do you believe that you deserve fill in the blank? Ask yourself that. And then begin to take an inventory. Now, what am I attracting? Because you say, I've heard women say this. I've heard men say it too. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. He did this. I didn't deserve that. Marcus, I didn't deserve that. He was wrong. Marcus, I didn't deserve that. She was wrong. I said, you don't deserve it? Well, what do you believe that you deserve? I deserve this, this, and this. And then my next question is, well, if you believe you deserve this, how did you end up with this? Because we really don't believe this. We're subconsciously choosing people who see us as temporary because we haven't come in the fullness of believing the best of what we deserve. You have to believe that you deserve differently and shift the standards that match those beliefs. Don't settle for less, for convenience, to hope for vulnerability. Those things probably won't come for people who see you as being a temporary fix or someone in the fun girl category. Your picker might be broken. You can't sell what you won't buy. Come on, sell and buy. Okay? So those 4 research-based relationship tips that we've gathered, 4 of them, there are many others, and you can go to marriage.com, the living relationship, and marriage.com, Love Lingo Lab, and the living relationship. All of them are places that you can get this information, but they are your confidence might be confusing them. Some men fetishize but won't prioritize. So they in love with the idea of a big girl, but they never thought of a big girl as being the wife. There are men out there that way, right? Sucks to be them. You set boundaries early in dating, and this might be the connector to a man who has a different kind of wiring and confidence, okay? Who wants more than just the soft curves and vibes. He wants the whole woman, okay? Number 3, you might be overcompensating, which I think is a big one, no pun intended. You might be overgiving, overpleasing, overcompromising because you feel underworthy. You're given, I got to prove myself energy. I got to prove my worth energy instead of I know my worth energy. And then number 4, your picker might be broken. We might have to shift the picker. I practice saying that so I wouldn't mistake it. Shift the picker. All right. I want to share a couple of extra things about the real reason some men may fade after intimacy. Some of the signs that you're being treated as a good time instead of forever, and a mindset shift to stop attracting men who aren't serious. So you don't want to go away. I do want to share, as I mentioned, we will have an opportunity for you to win a Galentine's Day ticket. Faith without works is dead. It's just like an amusement park ride at height limits for rides. Some men may desire you, but are not qualified to love you. Very good. I wanted to share with another entrepreneur. And listen, if you're an entrepreneur and you have a small, short promo video right now in the Love and Stuff community, in Black History Month especially, we want to highlight Black businesses. Send your reels, send your promos and commercials. We'll air them here for free during the month of February for Black History Month, because we want to ensure that we're lifting up, especially in this climate, Black businesses, our Black excellence, and our Black work. Here's another one. Nicole, Beaten with Nicole. She is primarily on YouTube, but of course she's in the Love and Stuff community here on Facebook. And I want you to see a short clip of some of her jewelry. Isn't that amazing, jury? I think she has done some amazing work. And Nicole, we're so proud of you here in the Love and Stuff community. I want you to go Nicole Baldwin here on Facebook. On YouTube, she's beating with Nicole and she's smashing the game, building her platform over there. We're going to see if we get her over there to TikTok so you all can see, get some of this handcrafted, beautiful jewelry. You may even, fellas, get some of this for Valentine's Day. You got probably just enough time to catch her to get some stuff for Valentine's Day. Nicole, we appreciate you and we are so grateful for your partnership here in the Love and Stuff community. All right. We talked about 4 things that you could do from the inbox. We were talking about this 31-year-old woman who is full figure, beautiful, but she's saying it gets nowhere. She gets nowhere with men, and she's beginning to wonder whether or not it has anything to do with her being full size. So we talked about 4 things that are important for you to consider in determining whether or not there is something that you can do differently, some way you can up your love game, some things you can consider why those reasons that men are walking away might exist. And there are some things that maybe you can do as well. Number 1, your confidence might be confusing them. Okay. Number 2, some men fetishize but won't prioritize. Okay. Number 3, you might be overcompensating. And number 4, your picker might be broken. If you want details, you go back and watch from the beginning. We're glad that you're joining us here, those that are across platforms. So looking at the Living Relationship, marriage.com and the Love Lingo Labs, I think I said that right. Here are some reasons why, real reasons why some men fade after intimacy. Okay. Now, believe it or not, for some, it's biological and hormonal. Men experience a drop in dopamine after sex, leading to what's called the Coolidge effect. This can cause a temporary emotional detachment. It's true, especially if the relationship is new and hasn't yet built deeper emotional bonds. Here's the part that I want you to hear in this point, number 1. The longer a man is with a woman before intimacy, the more these bonding hormones, which I said dopamine, but I also meant vasopressin. The longer a man is with a woman before intimacy, the more these bonding hormones accumulate, making him more likely to stay invested. That's from the Living Relationship. Okay. So here's a reason why you might early on decide that you're going to go slow with intimacy and more deeply and more quickly into vulnerability, psychological safety, being a peace and safe space for a man, so you can build the bonding hormones before you jump each other's hormones. Okay. Try that first. All right. Number 2, fear of attachment, fear of vulnerability. Men deal with traumatic situations as well, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. And some men associate sex with an emotional threshold that they're not ready to cross. So if he has commitment issues, past trauma, or fears emotional closeness, lacks that in his friends, with siblings, with parents, with family, all good questions to ask. We'll be talking soon about the 36 questions that lead to love. He may instinctively withdraw to do what he thinks is protecting himself. Okay, and that's from the Love Lingo Lab. If a man associates sex, especially if he's had commitment issues, and these are questions you should be asking, past trauma, fears emotional closeness, you should be asking him, who's the closest person to you and why? Do you have siblings? Are they close to you? Do you have parents? Are they close to you? Watch his body language. See if he recoils. See if there's some trauma language that sometimes people will recoil, cover body parts, or cover their mouth when answering sensitive questions. Those are yellow flags that you have to determine whether or not he's ready to cross an emotional threshold. He's ready to cross a physical one, which is innate. It is the very basic level of man, right? And woman, right? But to cross that emotional level, you want to cross that first so that you lead into whatever happens after that. Now, of course, there are Christian folks, you're not going to lead into that until covenant. I get you. But in the event that you do, cross the emotional threshold before you cross the physical. Number 3 from marriage.com, he only wanted sex in the first place. In some cases, the man was never emotionally invested beyond physical attraction. Once the goal of that intimacy or sex is achieved, his interest naturally fades because he never saw a relationship or something serious. So you got to vet that out too in the beginning, right? Now, I know Steve has the 90-day rule, not necessarily a bad rule. I'm not a proponent of or against it. But what I am a proponent of is if you were to lay down with a person that you are not in covenant with, are you going to be okay risking that this may be the end all be all? This may be the end all be all for the other person. Are you okay with that? And if you're not okay, you need signs that he or she has crossed an emotional threshold to show you investment other than getting the goods. If you don't, you got to be willing that if you lay down and get back up, you might go your separate ways. Without any signs of emotional crossing, I will call it, without any signs that there's developing some bond, and a bond isn't, I just spend the night with you, I rub your back. No. A bond might be sharing intimate details with you about my trauma. It might be sharing my hopes and aspirations with you. It might be talking about my family and why they're important to me. It might be taking me for a walk and holding my hands. It might be non-physical behavior that makes this feel like a friendship that has butterflies. And that needs to deepen some. Elsewise, you could be entering into a sex act, and you should be fully aware that that might be the end all be all for the relationship. Okay. Of course, it's important to communicate and ask people, but if someone is seeking to deceive you, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. So you have to measure what they're saying by their actions. Are they showing you that they're crossing an emotional threshold? An emotional threshold is not necessarily that they're kissing you, they're whining and dining you. They're trying to get to know you, and they're trying to understand you from building the foundation of a good relationship. And that should feel differently than someone whining and dining you to get to the nitty gritty. Okay. All right. Signs you're being treated as a good time instead of forever. And I like to say, though it's dating for today's man is where this coming from. Signs you're being treated as a good time instead of for now and forever. Because most people, most men have a good idea in that first 3 months whether or not they feel like you're the one. It's not, it's anecdotal. I don't have stats. But of all the brothers that I've talked to, and I've talked to a lot of brothers, most of them know pretty early on whether they can deal with whatever it is they think, because they're already, we often look and say, okay, here's the potential damaging things. We list, oh, she's beautiful, oh, she can cook, oh, she can, whatever she can do. She got a little crazy. Her mama a little crazy. She a little spendthrift. She spend too much. She got too many kids. We put those things that we might consider, we're not sure they're deal breakers, but we got to keep an eye on them. But we pretty much know whether or not we're ready to deal with your brand of crazy, right? Or your brand of love, right? Okay. So it's for now, and am I willing to invest in this forever? That's the way I say it. Number 1, he's consistently hot and cold. I think this is a really great one. If he's ultra attentive before intimacy, but disappears afterwards, doesn't do those good morning texts, the WYD, or only resurfaces when he has time, when he's not working overtime, when he doesn't have his son, when you're after, you're after the win. He's keeping you in a situationship. A preacher used to call it situationship. He's keeping you in a situationship zone. You fit the situation when you do. This is a big red flag. If he's consistently hot or cold, hot and cold, and I'd add to that, if he consistently only takes you out where it is low traffic, low times, he's telling you about how he is not coming to his own to appreciate your voluptuous goddess-like self. No man that's dating you is only going to take you out at night, is only going to see you by the light of night, is only going to take you to a movie way out. No, a man who is invested in a woman wants to show her off. He wants to claim his territory. He wants every other man to say, this is mine. Don't even try it. And so if he's doing these clandestine operations of love, he wants you for a good time. He's treating you as a good time. Now, you got some choices because you got what he wants. You just don't know how valuable it is. You can treat him as a good time, not espousing that you do. Just use this man for sex. But you can also be only available when you're available. You have more power than you think in this case when he's consistently being hot or cold. Okay. Number 2, no emotional investment beyond the bedroom. A man who truly values you will want to spend quality time with you outside of sexual encounters. Doesn't mean that he won't want tons of sex. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he wants to spend time with you outside of sex. If conversations don't go beyond flirtiness, don't go beyond surface level topics, body parts and shapes and taste and size and textures, that's probably PG-29. Or he avoids discussions about future plans with you, it's a red flag. He's not investing emotionally beyond the bedroom, beyond the opportunity for the bedroom, beyond the kitchen table, beyond the couch, beyond, you can see what I'm saying? You want an emotional investment, and you want signs of that consistently. Okay, you want quality time, and you shouldn't be saying, let's take a walk. He should be saying, okay, baby, I'm coming to get you. Let's just go. We're going to get pedicures. We're going, whatever it is. We're going horseback, whatever it is. He's spending time with you. If he's not spending time with you outside of, and I mean, not just pre or post sex, not just pre-sex, post, or if there's no sex, I understand. That's what Christians do, right? But I'm saying outside of his desire to be intimate with you, there should be quality time. There should be an emotional connection. If he has trouble emoting, he has trouble sharing his emotions, there should be conversation around that, because you need to get a baseline for what emotional display is for him. He said, I'm just not an emotional person. I'm not a touchy-feely person. That's a red flag. Because he's touchy-feely you for sex. He uses touch and feel, probably rote recall, because it's our nature. A man sees a woman he's attracted to, he becomes aroused in that attraction, and he tries to prey on that attraction, right? He tries to satisfy that attraction, right? But a man who has evolved understands how to use his emotions intelligently. And not only to get what he wants, but to give what is wanted. Okay? You want a man that isn't going to use emotions just to get what he wants, but also uses emotions to give what is wanted. You know that he's crossing the emotional threshold at that point. Okay? And that's from marriage.com. All right? OC Tab, I'm going to have some of these wonderful couples on here. He's got to want some of these wonderful people on here. All right. Number 3 sign you're being treated as a good time instead of forever: lack of accountability or future planning. This is from marriage.com blog post, E Not Alone. If he avoids defining the relationship, if he doesn't make consistent plans that involve you, or only reaches out when it suits him, he's likely seeing you as a short-term option. And you can respond in kind, or you can set these healthy boundaries around what are we doing here, right? You hear some women say, so what are we doing? You could say that, or you could say, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we dating? Are we dating exclusively? Do you see that happening in the next few months? Who else are you dating? These are adult kind of conversations that require accountability, transparency, and future planning. He's saying, yeah, I'm getting ready to get promoted. I'm gonna buy me a house. He's talking about buying a house, and he's never said to you anything about buying a house. Is he buying him a house without you? Or is he saying, hey, let's go house shopping? I want to get your input. A man is making moves. Is he making room for you in those moves? If not, it might mean you're being treated as a good time instead of for now and forever. Okay. And then lastly, the number one mindset shift to stop attracting men who aren't serious. This is from the living relationship. Create an emotional vetting process before you get intimate. Okay. The studies suggest that men who invest emotionally before sex tend to form deeper bonds and stay more committed. Pacing the relationship and redirecting sexual energy into emotional intimacy can weed out men who aren't truly interested. And that emotional intimacy component is about that psychological, emotional safety. It is about the transference of vulnerability around trauma, around dreams, around aspirations, around idiosyncrasies, around pet peeves. It is deepening the connection. It's holding hands, it is kissing, but it's talking about what makes a relationship for you, what causes your heart to go pitter patter, what makes you grow, what makes you want to be more involved, deepen the commitment, deepen the discussions. Can we go deeper into what you like in a mate? Can we go deeper into what is the deal breaker for you and why? What happened? Building that emotional connection and pacing it. And when it gets hot and heavy, redirecting the sexual energy to build more, to pour more into the emotional intimacy will tell you whether or not he's got the discipline to hold out. He's got the discipline not to go out and get it somewhere else. He's got the desire to be pacing and waiting for you. And you for him. You might be ready day one, like, I can't wait. I'm ready. But you might want to pace it just to see if he's ready to invest emotionally. Okay. Number 2, understand the importance of selective energy. Okay. People often attract partners, according to Love Lingo Lab, based on the energy they put out. So if you're unconsciously prioritizing validation over compatibility, you might unknowingly engage with someone who is emotionally unavailable to you. It's what we were saying earlier. It's this, look at me, I'm worthy. You're trying to prove that you're beautiful. You're trying to prove that you're not too big. You're trying to prove that being big is okay. You're trying to prove these things to him, and you're looking for validation. Am I pretty? Am I too big? Am I just the right size? Are you okay dating someone with a 20 plus dress on? Am I a big pretty girl, just a pretty girl? You're seeking the validation. You may unknowingly be engaging and drawing to you men that are emotionally unavailable, because it's not about compatibility. It's about over giving to them, over pleasing, over compromising. And why do they need to emotionally invest? Why do they need to be available emotionally to you when what you're seeking is some validation from them? No, really, you should be seeking compatibility. And that's the energy you should be sending out. I am complete. I am worthy. I am full figured. I am voluptuous. I am amazing. And I'm looking for someone that brings that to the table, someone who's compatible with that, someone who can stand with that in confidence, because I'm confident, someone who can be their authentic self, because I'm going to be my authentic self, and they can appreciate my authenticity. You're looking for some compatibility, not to demonstrate that you deserve to be here. By the fact that God created you, you deserve to be here and are worthy of the love that you deserve. But what you believe is what will come to you. So you've got to make sure that you are practicing the authenticity of your compatibility. What I mean by that is who you want to be is who you want to be with. Are you kind? Are you loving? Are you introverted? Do you like a good movie? Do you like sports? Sit in the authenticity of who you are, believing that it's worthy to be just as it is, and you will attract like-minded people. You attract people who are attracted to that. But if you're not sure about any of this and you're just trying to validate, well, I will like sports if you like them. I will be introverted and quiet if you like a quiet woman. Then you're really giving permission for the other person to be emotionally unavailable. It shouldn't be condoned, but you're opening yourself to that. Okay. And then finally, hold yourself as the prize, not the option. You know, I've seen some things on Facebook, and they're probably on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube events, and on Instagram, where men are saying that they are the prize. I can't tell you how embarrassing that is to me for a man to say that he is the prize. It's embarrassing because I just expect every man, maybe not man child yet, maybe not little boy, but every grown man to understand that he is not the prize. God didn't create from a man's rib someone to be a helpmeet to him because he's the prize. And I think history has shown us who the prize is. But women have gotten so lost in the glory of worthiness. They're lost in the glory of worthiness that they have transferred the glory to the man, when really the woman is for the glory of man. The woman is the prize. Hey, you beautiful, voluptuous, slim, dark, light chocolate, almond, short hair, long hair, no hair. You are the prize, not the option. And until you walk in that and sit in the center of it, you leave room for people to get it twisted. So women, full-figured or otherwise, who establish strong boundaries, who require emotional availability up front, and who walk away from inconsistent behavior, no matter how good the fill in the blank for yourself is, you will tend to attract higher quality partners. Come on, Bishop. Not the option. But you'll be an option if you let yourself be played as an option. They will play in your face. I'm going to say they because I wouldn't play in your face. I'm forthright. I'm going to say this is what I want. If I want something specific, I'm going to say this is what I want, nothing more. I think that's what you would owe to a person. Two adults should be clear to each other. Not saying that I'm not putting that out there, so don't flood my inbox. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if that's what I wanted, I think I should say, this is what I want, right? But the woman is the prize. I have tried all of these years to teach that to Autumn. No, baby, he's not the prize. You're the prize. No, you don't pursue him. He pursues you. No, you don't chase him. No, you don't spend all your money on him. No. He does those things for you because it's his privilege to be in your presence. Now, women, as soon as you get this down in your sha-na-na, as the radio host says, you will turn the tables. The math ain't mathing. There are more sisters than brothers, but guess what? You'll have them lining up because you must demonstrate that you are the prize. You are, but you got to flip this narrative where they think that they are, because they think Well, it's more, I can get my pickings, which could be true, but he can't pick you. You follow what I'm saying? He might be able to pick them other ones, but he can't pick you. And when they wake up and walk into the fullness of the goddess beauty that they've been created in, he won't be able to pick them either. They will be able to select him. You are the prize. And not just a trophy on a mantle. You are a living, breathing reward for a man who is available and is high quality. You are not the option. I want you to drop that in the comments if you're seeing this now, just like Bishop Tabs is. You are not the option. And forgive me, I don't know if you are Bishop, but that's how I came out, Bishop Tab. I'm not prophesying. That's just how I came out. You are not the option. I want you to put that in the comments. Not the option. That's the hashtag for tonight. Not the option. Welcome, Michael Flanoy on Facebook. Welcome, Z-Tine on TikTok. You are not the option. And I'll say it again. Women who establish strong boundaries, require emotional availability up front, and walk away from inconsistent behavior tend to attract higher quality partners. And that's from marriage.com. So see, as we're coming to the end of, I think, a good topic, and thank you for sharing that in the inbox, the pattern of meeting men who disappear after intimacy isn't about the weight. It's not about weight. It's about how we allow relationships in our life to be structured, whether they include components of confidence, emotional boundaries, an intentional dating strategy. These components can help to shift the dynamic of there aren't available men for full-figure women. There are men who love full-figure women. And there are men that would not be faithful to a full-figure woman. You don't want them anyway. And some of them wouldn't be faithful to a woman who was 36, 24, 36. In a day that used to be what people thought were the ideal measurements. There are some men that have not grown into discipline, and they're going to behave as they're going to allow to be, as they are allowed to behave. Okay? But what's important is that you come into understanding your value and your worth, not tied to weight, tied to the true essence and beauty of who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you deserve what you believe you deserve. So my question to you as I come to a close, what do you believe about what you deserve? As Karen is saying in the comments, you're not the option, you are the choice. What do you believe about what you deserve? When you build up that belief to its optimal level, you will begin to attract what you truly deserve. And when you are attracting unavailable, inconsistent, undisciplined men and or women to your life, you have to ask yourself, now what do I really believe that I deserve? Manifest the best for your life by believing the best for your life and by believing the worthiness of yourself. Remember, the quintessential love, God is love. And he wants us to love him with everything we've got. I'm paraphrasing. And he says, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Love God with everything you got, and love your neighbor as yourself. So I submit to you, the self-love is the neglected love. And once you give the attention to the self-love and tap into your worthiness, you will exhume, you will unearth a new definition around what you deserve as a worthy being. And whether you are full figured, like the young lady in our inbox, wondering whether your weight is weighing in on your love, the only way it gets on the scale is if there is no balance of your worthiness. You must put worthiness on the scale, and you must walk in worthiness and believe what we both know you deserve, which is the very best. I love this topic, and I love to bring topics from the inbox forward. And if you have topics that you believe we should discuss in the Love and Stuff community, we're here for it. You can drop them in any of the inboxes across all these platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch TV. And I will maintain your anonymity if you decide, or if you want to come and talk about your topic live. We're available to do that. Just inbox us and let us know what your intent is so that we can work it into the schedule each Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Love and Stuff. I want to also tell you about an event that's happening on the 15th. It's called Gallon's Time, and I'm going to see if I have a photo that I can share with you of the event that's happening. I think I do have one. See if I can share the screen. June Michelle Eaton and Rashida the Glam Doctor are throwing a wonderful event. See if I can enlarge this somehow. I'm sure I can. And share my screen that you don't want to miss. Let's see. All right. Gonna share entire screen. Hope that you can see it. Give it a second, see if it's circulating everywhere. All right. My Dream Dress Bridal Salon and the Glam Doctor present Love, Laugh, Glow, an exclusive Galentine's event, Saturday, February 15th from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Carrington. It's a beautiful facility. We've utilized it in the Love and Stuff community several times. 17390 West 8 Mile Road in Southfield. Reserve your tickets by February 8th at My Dream Dress Bridal Salon, and you can contact them at 734-237-6826 for more information, or you can go online. Both the Glam Doctor, Rashida LaShawn, and June Rochelle Eaton are no strangers to our Love and Stuff community. They've done many wonderful events with us. I will make sure we share this flyer in the comments and also across platforms. Tickets are only $85. It's music and crafted cocktails, delicious appetizers, a luxurious lunch, a decadent dessert bar, do-it-yourself perfume making activities, a space to connect, create, and shine. So don't wait until the last minute because space is limited. It's an unforgettable experience, and I want you to participate. Now, the way that you're going to be able to win, if you want to win a ticket to this wonderful event, the way that you're going to be able to win is on whichever platform that you are on after the show. You're going to drop in the platform one of those 4 tips that we started with at the top of the show. That might mean you have to go back and watch it, and that'll be fine. But we'll be checking inboxes and we'll check the date and time. Whomever gets there first will have the opportunity to win a ticket to Love, Laugh, and Glow, the exclusive Galentine's event. All right. And we would love to have you enjoy a ticket. You're going to have an amazing time. Rashida is an award-winning makeup artist. I'm sure she's going to be doing some things relative to makeup and helping you beautify yourself, and then the DIY perfume, which I think is an excellent idea. Go and have a great time. If you don't have a Valentine, go be a part of the Galentine event. It is an event for ladies, as far as I understand. And I think we're going to be trying to do some other special partnerships with them because we want some of those women to participate in our next round of 36 questions that lead to love. That'll be coming up soon. And if you're willing to participate, drop your name in the inbox and say 36 questions, please. I'll know that that is you wanting to participate, where we're going to pair people together in breakout rooms. You're going to go through the 36 questions and we'll see if there's any type of connection that develops. I'm Marcus Holmes. I'm passionate about helping people up their love game. And that's why I call myself the love activist. I'm not a love guru. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a loveologist. I'm just advocating for better love for you and me. And in that vein, I want to share a few things with you from our Love is Front and Center items that we have that are available on sale in our Shopify store. I want you to consider purchasing the sweatshirt. It also comes as a t-shirt, but it comes in this blue, red, yellow, any color that you want. We believe in order for you to thrive in love in 2025, your love has to be front and center. You can't hide your desire, your need, your want for love. You got to let it be front and center. The only way that you really find out about love is through risk. Love is a risk and a sacrifice. So your love must be front and center. It must be on display. You must command it so that you have control of it, but you must have your love front and center for others to be able to see and to know that you mean business of love. So I wanted to make sure you have that. And we also recently released a new book. Sonia Charisse is a member of the Love and Stuff community, and she shared with us so poignantly about her journey through colorism that it inspired me to write a book. And so this book is a celebration, really an ode to her. It is not her actual story, but it is written for little girls to help them not go through what Sonia Charisse went through as a elementary student, middle school student. So it's called All Shades of Girl, Color Me Beautiful. It's available. Now, because we have some challenges with what Amazon is doing relative to DEI, I don't want you to go to Amazon to get it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be taking it off Amazon. You can get it from the Shopify store. We are 365 Black, and we believe anybody that is dismantling diversity, equity, and inclusion may not be the best partner for us. And so All Shades of Girl is available. It is a coloring book and a storybook. Tells the story of Charisse, the main character, and her journey as a young girl through school and through colorism. There are also pictures for little girls to color, and hopefully they will have conversations with their big sisters and mothers and aunties and grandmas, and stories that will help them embrace their self-identity. There are also affirmations throughout the book, as well as reflection questions after each chapter. So All Shades of Girl is available. And companion to that, we have All Shades of Girl gear. Color Me Beautiful t-shirt is available. That comes in every color in the rainbow. There's a Color Me Beautiful power tee. And this is the long sleeve shirt that you might work out with. Of course, the sweatshirt is also available in multiple colors, as you're seeing the heather blue there, but it's in green, it's in red, it's in gold, it's in black, it's in white. And then we also have the color, I did the Color Me t-shirt again. We also have the competitor tee for the smaller girls to wear, and it comes in multicolors as well. So all of these items are available in the Shopify store, and we hope that you will consider taking advantage of all of these opportunities. I do want to just highlight, I'm very thankful to TopMate, which is a mentor platform and program, has named me as one of their top US mentors. I'm very humbled and excited for the opportunity. And if you want to learn more or have an initial consultation, you can fly TopMate with me, Marcus Holmes, the HR Passion Guy. Set up time to have one-on-one mentorship or group mentorship. I'm happy to help you with my 27 years of human resources experience and all that I know about coaching and helping you become the best that you can be. I'm more than happy to share that as a resource with you. And finally, I want to share, of course, you can get any of the signature Love and Stuff gear, but I want to share the Gratefulness Journey Every Day is still available on Amazon until we transition it. And this book means a lot to me. It's a part of my personal journey, sharing how I began this practice of gratefulness and how I know that it can transform your life if you but try it for 30 days and build a habit of gratefulness. I would love for you to join me in this work. It is 3 things you're grateful for, speaking them aloud 3 times and sharing them with 3 people. Doing that for 30 days, watch it transform your life. The beautiful Princess Irene Holmes, who was my mother, taught me a powerful lesson as we were walking through the grief space. She said, "You have the right to grieve for as long as you need to and however deeply you need to. But you must also reserve the right to be grateful and thankful for everything and everybody that you have left." And so I challenge you to take inventory of your life. And I challenge you to join this journey and practice of gratefulness and watch it transform how you act, live, and be in this life. And so I want to share with you before we go to a close. Um, MJ from Shies of Sunset did a video for us. Her husband is on the journey using gratefulness as a practice to help him with his temper. And it is a powerful practice. And I wanted to share from her now.
Marcus, I want to congratulate you on Love and Stuff. I really want you to know that staying grateful and understanding the power of what it is to be operating out of a space of abundance and gratitude is the most important part of every journey of every day. So Marcus June, congratulations on this book. It's on Amazon now. That makes me so proud of you and your family and me and my family, and every single person around us gets it. So good on you for bringing it into the hands and the laps and the Kindles of all the people. Okay, so we're going to check it out. Can't wait to learn more.
Thank you, MJ. I'm so pleased and so thankful, humbled that she would do that for me. And I hope that you will consider adding to the books that you have read and the books that you have among the collection of um, material and resources that help you develop and become the very best of yourself. I believe that all of us are called to a journey to make a difference, to be a blessing, to learn a lesson, to teach a lesson, to facilitate a lesson, to be a lesson for someone else. And that along that journey, God intends for us to develop, to deepen our love, to expand our reach, to become the very best that we have been called into this earth school to be. And I think part of that journey is about showing gratefulness to God by handling the blessings that we already have. And when we do that, He will respond to that as an act of faith, and He will expand and open the abundance that is yet to come. The path that you're traveling, God already has a plan to allow resources, to allow His sources to flow to you, to collide with you, to intersect the road that you're traveling so that you can become all He's designed for you to be. And I believe the practice of gratefulness is just one added layer that will help you get there more powerfully, more meaningfully, more intentionally for what God has for you. Many of the things that God has for us are to flow through us. They are resources, they are opportunities for others to receive gratitude and gratefulness. They're opportunities for others to be blessed by how we live and what we do and what we say. And so I want to challenge you to think about the space in your life that might be feeling empty, the space where there feels a void, where you feel unfulfilled in life, where you feel like, you should have more, could do more, you have dreams that you haven't yet achieved. I want you to get focused about what you have and be a steward over what you have, being grateful, a grateful steward over what you have, not complaining about what you don't have, but being grateful over what you have so that it opens the door for you to move into the next area, for you to thrive in 2025. I need you to be grateful right where you are and watch this practice of gratefulness fling open doors, fling your dreams, reinvigorate your dreams and visions and hopes so that you can become all that God has designed for you to be. That's the business we're supposed to be about. Imperfect as I am, imperfect as we are, God loves us so much that he still has a vision and a plan for us. He has good thoughts for us. He has good plans for us. And he wants to bring them to fruition. And he wants us to be an active participant in the journey to where we're going toward a destiny. You got a destiny. You got a place other than where you are today. And it's greater. It's deeper. It's farther than where you are. So don't give up. Don't stop. Don't throw in the towel. And please don't just sink your heels in and complain. No, I want you to be grateful for what you have, even if it seems that is meager. And even if it seems like this president is trying to take it all away. I want you to be grateful for what you have because the God of love, the quintessential that is love, has great plans for your life. He has great things for you to happen. And I want you to see it. I want you to see it so you can see it, that you are intended. It is intended for you to thrive in 2025. It's intended for you to blow the dust off those visions and dreams. Open that notebook up that you put in the corner. Pull it out and rehearse that vision to God and be grateful that you have a vision, that he's given you an idea, and prepare yourself to be propelled forward in it to thrive in 2025. You can do that starting with the gratefulness journey every day. You can do that by just practicing the three things you're grateful for every day, saying them aloud. If no one's around you, say, I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for life. Choose two more things. And then tell the guy in the drive-thru, tell somebody in the store, tell your coworker, tell your business partner, hey, I'm just grateful for life today. Tell three people. After you said it aloud three times, that three times builds up your confidence. You need to hear yourself, hear your voice say it. You need to change your language because that'll change your life. And then do that for 30 consecutive days. Build a habit of it and watch your life change. Watch your journey change. And I'm here to walk along the journey with you. All right. I'm over time, but I appreciate your time, whether you're watching us like Dawn or Karen or Jawan, whether you're watching us on YouTube or TikTok. I hope that you will join us next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Join us Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Central Time for Kamau and Felix. Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix is growing. They're doing an amazing job. These fellas, they're up in their love game. Is all about sports. And ladies, don't count out sports because guess what? There are brothers who watch them. So you want to go and learn some things about sports so that when you go out on a date, you can talk a little bit about the Kansas City Chiefs or whomever you think is going to win the Super Bowl, and you'll have an opportunity to connect emotionally with somebody over something that they love. I'm Marcus Holmes, the Love Activist. I thank you for joining me. I hope you will click share, whether you're on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. I appreciate you, and I want you to know that if no one's told you today, the Love and Stuff community loves you, and God does too. Have a grateful night.
yeah, 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 oh, yeah, mm, yeah, born and dead, saved by love, count my blessings.